Brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah. Brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Karakadash, all praises, honor, glory, love, respect, and faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, what you're going to do. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching this truth and nothing but the truth in the name and in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. Try to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds or Israelite foreigners. Israelite foreigner or speckled bird is an Israelite, Hebrew Israelite that look like a heathen nation. Like for example, Hebrew Israelite that look like a so-called white person, Chinese person, etc., etc. Um, what's going on today? Or what was going on yesterday and today? Let me see. Let's check this out.
Let's face it.
Coming from what that channel called Southwest Prepper. What is it at? Like Southwest Prepper Group, concealed carry weapons information, and private information breach 2022. So all the data information for people who's concealed carry or own firearms, their information is out. Yeah, when it comes to this Internet of Things and the superhighway and digital information and such, ain't nobody safe. Let's just show you an example. What if you have that what was that thing that yeah, the RFID CHIP implant shit, they say it's claim it's safe. Blockchain will protect your identity. No, it won't, because it's all digital. People can hack in it. There's always ways to get through. But anyway, let's play this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, nobody likes things that are floppy and flaccid. It's just a fact.
Of California gun data, it's exposed personal information linked to 10 years of concealed carry permits, but that's not all. KCRA3's Golston Dart joins us with the details of this breach. Golston.
Yeah, critics not happy about this, Lisa. The State Justice Department confirming that personal information for Californians who were granted or denied a concealed carry permit from 2011 to 2021 was disclosed online. It says that it happened with an update to the firearms dashboard portal. This was Monday afternoon. The AG's office says that the information was accessible to the public for less than 24 hours, but it did include things like names, birthdays, gender, race, driver's license numbers, addresses, and criminal history. Now, it did not include Social Security or financial information. The DOJ says that it is reaching out now to those whose data was out there and will be providing credit monitoring services.
And that's from California, not like the whole state, whole country or whatever. Just to throw that out there. What is this? Just California. So everything that Californians register firearms, even ammunition, because you gotta you gotta pay. You gotta do a background check just to buy a box of ammunition. It could be 20 rounds, 25, 50. Uh, I think they give out a certain limit on how many rounds you can get, or how many cartridges you can purchase. No, 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 no. How many boxes you could purchase, not cartridges, but how many boxes you could purchase. But yeah, man, shit. And this just leads on to possible home invasions. When people find out where this person lives and how many guns they have, oh, let's pay this person a visit to try to look for some of that stuff. Or either, law enforcement, they come and gun grabs, do some gun grabbing out of the blue.
Services for those folks. But that's not the only breach that occurred here. Also disclosed online.
And it ain't just not police, but also anybody, any kind of law enforcement, military branch, whatever. I don't know about any, but whatever. Or either what you call it, patrol. What do you call that place? Not place that what is it? Border patrol. But do they have border patrol in California? Maybe in the southern California. Maybe.
Personal information of people associated with several other gun dashboards. They are the Assault Weapon Registry, Handgun Certified for Sale, Dealer Record of Sale, firearm certificate safety, and also gun violence restraining orders. So the extent of the breach on those dashboards is still unclear at this point. In a statement, the Attorney General Rob Bonta said in part, quote, "This unauthorized release of personal information is..."
And you know, it's funny. One video I mentioned, it's probably on my other channel. Um, I mentioned that now I was told that all your information, like say you purchasing a firearm, you know, you fill out the form and all that stuff, and then the gun store, the store you bought the gun from, they hold on to those records. Now, every once in a while, I don't know how often, like maybe 5 or 10 years, I guess ATF come by and pick up all the paperwork, and they have to file it and run it, put it into their system, which they say they never really do anyway, because they're too damn lazy to do that. But with today's technology, shit, all you gotta do is just put it on some kind of a scanner and scan the paperwork, and they can get your name, your every other information, know the firearm, where it's coming from, and run it through the database. Especially with AI, can identify what your handwriting is like, or anybody's handwriting. But this is out. You know, it breached out in state of California. Yeah, and they purposely done this. You know, I don't know what's gonna turn out to be, but I know this was deliberately done. So I guess in the state of California, they do keep up with this stuff. If you write it on paper, they're gonna put it in a database.
It's
Hey,
unacceptable and falls far short of my expectations for this department. Bonta goes on to say that he has launched an investigation into how this happened.
Well, damn. I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty concerned if I lived in California and my information was leaked like that. That's pretty concerning, folks. So you need to be on the lookout for theft. Of course, breaking and entering.
yeah,
That information is going to be floating all over the place, all over the world. So, like they said, definitely be on the lookout for ID theft, credit card theft, and they might try to do something with your firearms.
yeah,
Change the names, put them in somebody else's name, stuff like that, report them stolen. There's all kinds of stuff that could happen with your information, folks. So just a little warning for everybody out there in California, and a warning for everybody else out there in the nation. So please be prepared. Please subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss a thing.
yeah. Like you said, shit, they could change your name. I forgot about that. They could change your name, being the original owner of the firearm, and put it in somebody else's name, and claim that the firearm that you originally purchased and registered for, they can say it's stolen. So they can end up taking it, gun grab. But hey, that's we don't own shit in this world, and everything's temporary. So what? I mean, shit, you don't want somebody busting in your home, but shit. But if it be, it be. Only the Lord can be able to, you know, take care, take care of His elect. Yep. So don't fear these things. Just be aware about it. Cause whatever is gonna go down with the Lord, Yahweh Shema got in store, He gonna have it in store. There ain't much you can do about it but pray. Cause these devils, man, they on some sneaky shit. And they going after those firearms for taking it from just pretty much anybody. It ain't just a Edomite. But they taking the Edomite, boy. It gonna be a lot of shot up people. There gonna be a lot of confusion too. Cause that's what these niggas about anyway, adding confusion. You be like, what? What are you talking about? Police come to your doorstep and be like, what? It's stolen. How are they stolen? I purchased some things. And I bet you that person probably have a receipt. But they won't care about the receipt. They still want to take it. And it's gonna be man, these folks just stirring up some shit. It's gonna be possibly a bloodbath. Let's see what else we got. Uh, I just seen this. I ain't really seen the video. What was this Pecco Rivera woman, uh, Riviera, or whatever you pronounce that woman, killed by a lightning strike along with her two doggies. I ain't never seen this before. This straight from California also. think this is old.
Are you a Roblox
Just
fanatic?
never looked at it.
Microsoft Rewards
Oh, it
has a
was
brand
like
new way for
last
you to
week.
earn digital gift cards from Roblox.
What the fuck is this? Metaverse? Yeah, it's like this freaking metaverse crap, or this Microsoft version of metaverse.
Just sign up for Microsoft Rewards.
And what are the odds? If there's lightning in the area, it's best not to ask that question. Take cover instead. I'm about to show you an example of nature's fury that's best told by sound and not by words.
Just my heart dropped because I said, I hope it's not the person I know.
Gloria Colocho gets emotional when she speaks of her friend, 51-year-old Antonia Mendoza, who was killed Wednesday morning after being struck by lightning while walking her dogs in Pico Rivera. Mendoza died with her puppies.
When the deputies arrived, they did find a female who was lying on the ground, along with 2 dogs that were with her that appeared to be deceased as well.
These images show Mendoza in happier times. We see her beloved puppies, Chubby and Luna. Fox 11 obtained this Nest video showing Mendoza leaving for her daily walk with her precious pets. These are likely the final images of them alive.
That she was a sweet lady. She was very responsible.
There were ominous warnings of a dangerous storm moving into this area. People were advised.
Yeah, she said she was a sweet lady and all this other stuff, but hey, only the Lord knows all of us. Only the Lord knows all of us. You know, so hey.
To stay inside Wednesday morning, but nothing would keep Mendoza from walking her dogs.
Oh, what a dumbass. She know clearly if it's thunder and lightning, you need to fear the Lord, and that's the problem. I don't know what really happened, but well, she got struck by lightning, but if she knew it was thunder and lightning, you don't play around with thunder and lightning. That's like that's like I guess I want to say Russian roulette. That's like playing the game Russian roulette. But shoot, you playing around with Most High. He's like, hey, I got this storm going. I got these angels out here showing that power of mine. But hey, some made her want to go out there and get 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 smoked, pop, and she got popped and smoked, and she was smoking for real, and even the puppies, even got them little puppies.
How violent was the storm? Fox 11 obtained this exclusive video of the very moment the powerful lightning struck. 8 seconds of sheer terror. It sounds like a war zone, but it was Pico Rivera. Listen to it again. The thunder sounds like a bomb. Vibrations so strong they set off car alarms. The asphalt seared by the strike. Wednesday evening, Mendoza.
They probably couldn't show. It was a dead body. It probably burned the shit out of her and torn part of her clothes and probably her limb. Took a limb off or something. Cut them down. Cause hell, you look at trees. You think about it, you get struck by lightning. Straight up struck by lightning. And like I say, a tree gets struck by lightning. And you see limbs and the tree can be cut in half. What do you think that shit could do to human flesh? Shit can melt, split you in half, crush your skull, your bones, boil up your blood till it's like, I don't know what boiling blood would be looking like, if it hardened up or gelatized, or I don't know. But shit, that lightning ain't nothing to play with. Ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai ain't no one to play with.
Cars.
But a lot of people playing around. I'm speaking of myself too. Gotta cut it out.
Still parked at the end.
Anybody who taking this serious but not so lightly, man, you gotta cut it out too. Your time's running short, and shoot, time to get strong.
Entrance to the riverbed hiking trail. Her Bible and rosary visible in the car.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's funny they had to throw that in there. That's in his car, in her car. She was a woman of God. Jesus. But she probably was worshiping Virgin Mary too. Virgin Mary was first to worship.
Her friend and landlady said Antonia Mendoza was trying to save up a nest egg to visit her daughter. When the landlady heard the victim was a woman walking 2 dogs, she had a terrible feeling Antonia was the victim.
And she has her.
Yeah, no victim there, man. Shit. Let's get to Psalms chapter. Let me zoom in. Say Psalms chapter 9, verse 4. But the Lord shall endure forever and ever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. The Lord Yahweh Shemashah also will be a refuge for the oppressed. Yeah, a refuge in times of trouble, and that's when we get coming into right now. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, which be the Lord Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, for thou, Lord Yahweh Shemashah, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Yep. But that wasn't the scripture I was gonna read, but I read it anyway. Let me see what else we have. Oh yeah, this is the one I want to read. It's Job chapter 4, verse let's start with 4, verse 4. Thy words have upholden him that was fallen, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees. But now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest. It toucheth thee, and thou art troubled. Is not this thy fear, thy uh oh man, I can't even pronounce what the word uh confines I don't know if I'm pronouncing it confines thou hope and the upright of thy work of thy ways. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off, even as I have seen, there they that plow iniquity and sown wickedness reap the same. Yep, and I shoot. Lord no, man, you keep piling up wickedness, man. You gotta cut it out. 'Cause me, I keep defiling my flesh with the damn smoking and shit. I'm smoking less, on and off. But that's no mean I'm on, Lord gonna have mercy on me or anybody else. Just because you're doing less instead of more, don't mean the Lord gonna say, okay, you have a way, you got a first class ticket to the chariots. No, you're gonna have a first class ticket to destruction if you don't stop.
Dogs stuff in the car and their towels for the dogs, and that's I just knew that it's her.
Mendoza worked at a house as a housekeeper in a nearby motel. Sadly, her life ended today with two of her most trusted companions. Laura Diaz reporting live.
I say nice people get judged too. Suppose nice people get judged too. Let me see. Oh, that was some judgment. You don't play with the Lord. Oh yeah, let's get to another. And I say fear the Lord earlier. You don't get to that fear. I forgot where is that fear of the Lord. I guess that's not there. Let me see. Fear thy not therefore. No. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. 'Cause this definitely what we gonna need in the times for protection. I mean, you know, in wisdom. Oh, let me see. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength and salvation. The Lord is the Lord. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shemasha, is his treasure. You got to fear the Lord. Show him. Have it on your mind at any time. You don't fear man. You don't fear who can harm the body or who could destroy the body. You fear who could destroy the body and the soul or the spirit. Cause shoot, Yahweh Shema Shah, they don't play. So let's get to another video. Talking about some liberal world order revealed. Yeah.
Some food just doesn't work at work. But Easy Cater just does.
What do you say to those families who say, listen, we can't afford to pay $4.85 a gallon for months, if not years. This is just not sustainable.
Well, what you heard from the president today was a clear articulation of the stakes. This is about the future of the liberal world order, and we have to stand firm.
Now obviously a lot of us are wondering, what is a liberal world order and why is everybody fussing about it? Because all the Twitter bots and NPCs got their marching orders. It's something good because they've wanted global power since World War II. But it's just interesting how down the line all these accounts are, because without fail they support all the same things.
All of them support Ukraine, that blue and yellow. And I'm like, that same country is robbing the citizens over there, I believe, from when I'm hearing the accounts through videos with people being filmed over in Ukraine. They've been robbed from their own military, ransacking their homes, stealing food, resources, and hell. And they talk about Russia doing all this, even raping the Ukrainian women, and that turned out to be a lie because they had one woman talking about it, and she came forth and said, and this I'm talking about this in one of my old videos. She came forth and said something about it that she was lying, and guess what happened to her? She was I think a reporter or journalist, and she got fired for telling the truth. She couldn't stand telling a lie. She felt guilty, so she went out and told the truth, and they fired her ass. Hey, that's what happens when you being righteous in this world. You're doing something righteous. It's like the world punish you for doing what should be right, you know. But if you do wrong and lie about it, the world will grant you gifts and presents and praises and say good job, pat on the back for lying. Yeah, you be wicked just like that. I mean, you being wicked, shit, you be rewarded. But guess what? You won't be rewarded by Yahweh Shema Shah, especially if you're an Israelite. You won't be rewarded if you're a liar, a thief, a murderer, adulteress, homosexual. What else? Defiling your flesh. I gotta speak for myself on that. All kinds of stuff. The Lord don't like it. He ain't gonna give you an reward, but it's gonna be something you ain't gonna like.
Biden and the dinosaur media urge them to, which makes sense because this is what he's pushing now.
The reason why gas prices are up is because of Russia. Russia.
Never mind the fact that oil prices have been skyrocketing ever since he got in office, which should be no surprise as he basically campaigned on it.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated and no more subsidies for either one of those, any fossil fuel.
But no, they hope you're too stupid to remember and say this is only happening because of Snowman Bad.
How long is it fair to expect American drivers and drivers around the world to pay that premium for this war?
As long as it takes, so Russia cannot, in fact, defeat Ukraine and move beyond Ukraine.
But this liberal world order thing is nothing new for Biden. He's been talking about it since 2017.
Folks, this breaking down of the international and national norms is the glue that holds the liberal world order together and holds together our system.
And even with a cursory glance at what the liberal world order wants, you can see they're seeking a World Bank and International Monetary Fund that will also put them in control of our health, which on the surface might sound appealing, but an unelected governing body.
Yeah, especially when they have that RFID CHIP implant, and they can really keep an eye on your health, and like they give a shit. They be like, you seem kind of sick. Well, nah, I don't think they're gonna send you any pills, but they want to make sure you do something to pay them some more money, so it's supposed to get a treatment but not the cure.
of the world sounds like a horrendous idea, because with this you get global everything. Every conflict and problem is everywhere all at the same time. Buenos Aires has protesters blocking streets over gas shortages, kinda like how the US is suddenly facing fuel shortages. Now Dutch farmers are also blocking streets, as the Netherlands is suddenly closing farms and cattle ranches to go green.
Damn, bro got a mallet. Well, yeah, it's a wooden mallet. It ain't look like a sludge hand, but it look like it's wood. Well, that shit could be. Well, now that wood, cause they ain't gonna nobody gonna have no shit. That probably like a 50 pound. But if it was metal on that hitting part. But hey, what it says, Dutch farmers very angry after politicians discussed to close dozens of farms and cattle ranches to reduce nitrate by 30%. Damn. Hey,
Kinda like how the US is suddenly having their food supply mysteriously go up in smoke. But I'm not trying to go off the deep end with tinfoil hat theories. But with politicians, bots, and news anchors all marching in lockstep, promoting a world order or a liberal world order, I think it's time to pay attention. So if you appreciate my concise, no BS commentary, make sure you subscribe down below and join the decoy squad and help us get to 60,000 ducks. And if you haven't already, check out my video about the live streamer that's
he got some good video. Yeah, I don't know, he Moab. He could be a Drake. I don't know. But yeah, man, Micah. These niggas be lying and lying and lying. Anyway, when they talking about they new world or they liberal world order, rich is really new world order, because it doesn't matter if you're liberal or conservative, whatever. Shit, they all on the same damn. It doesn't matter if they juiced in this shit. They all for that NWO. Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that this vice iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet covet fields, and and take them by violence, and that's exactly what they do. Hell, they already talking about in Congo. They be sending military stuff. I don't know. They selling tanks or some stuff over there in Congo, because they trying to take, either they protecting the area, or they trying to take the resources over in Congo. Like, you got there's other places like Congo, I think India, I think some in South America, where they have the rubber for the trees on vines or whatever to make rubber, but they got that cobalt. They got that cobalt to make your batteries and such. And shit, they willing to murder a bunch of people to take whatever and make a profit off of. Just like over there in Uganda, they found all that gold back a couple weeks ago or a month ago. Shit, they got like trillions of tons of gold they found. And man, shit, the world will be after the Esau Edom, from whatever Edomite, whatever nation they gonna be after, and especially Esau over here in America. Shit, them niggas will go get that gold, man. Uganda ain't gonna stand a chance. Shit. There ain't no finders, keepers, losers, weepers. No, they're gonna be like, America gonna be like, snatch, pow, pow, pow. Oh no, they're gonna be pow, 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 snatch and take it. You know. Anyway, and take them by violence and houses, and take them away. So they're oppressed a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Yup. Ooh, it hot up in here. It's just it's humidity building up. And they say it's supposed to rain today. I hate it when it's like the news or meteorologists say it's 60% chance of rain. Ain't not even a drop fell down the whole, and it's like they always push it back. They say it was gonna be like 10 o'clock, it was gonna start right now. 10 o'clock, it was gonna be like 40%. Then it turned into 10, and then 11 o'clock they said it's gonna be 40%, and then now it's 10, and it didn't rain the whole day. But oh well, you can't get mad, 'cause this is all Yahweh Shema Shah, and these meteorologists, they don't know shit. Let's go to this guy was named this is John Williams. Say Jerome Powell, inflation will never go away. Yeah, no shit. Until it turns into hyperinflation.
Why doesn't
And
every
it's funny, they were talking about we can fight this. It just sounds like when they talk about fighting inflation, it seemed like inflation isn't going away. They said the same thing when they talk about fighting the virus. You know, 2 years later, there's always something new coming up. From these 2 years, there's always been one different mutation to another mutation to another mutation. It's just been getting worse and worse, and the economy just kept crashing down, crashing down. And hey, I gotta say, it's all praise to Yahweh Shem Shah. Bring this mother down. No more Babylon the Great, but you want to pray up, stay prayed up. Make sure you don't fall into calamities and destruction of Babylon the Great, especially after and especially the final curse or the final destruction. You know, them ICBM nuclear missiles, cluster bomb the crap out of this country. You know, and other places around the world.
home in the US has solar panels? The number one reason is not about sunlight or weather or the
Hey, what's up guys? John here. Jerome Powell just came out and said that inflation, sky-high inflation, could turn permanent. It's the opposite of what he said a year ago. Now I believe, they say that inflation is 8.6%. Many would believe that it's 20, 30%, right? But I believe that
Oh, that remind me, man. It wasn't that much of a big surprise when I see prices going up. But I was at Walmart today, going to buy some food, and I know all that was gonna go up. I'm walking through the big section aisle, and near where the fans, like your circular fans, electric fans for like the summertime to stay cool. You got those box fans. It's just like a 20-inch size box fan or something like that. They normally sell for like $20, maybe like $25 or so. Them suckers cost $39. Who maybe like $40? Might as well say 40. Yeah, them suckers cost $40 for them cheap little fans that won't last long. You got to keep blowing the dust out to clean it out. Get like an air compressor and get the nozzle and shoot all the air in it just to clean the dust off of it. But them suckers do not last, especially if you put it on high. You always got to keep that type of fan on low. But them suckers don't last long. I seen stuff that I just now noticed, like trash cans that used to be $30. Now they daggone 50, no $40 or 50. And oh yeah, even when those fold out tables for you doing cooking, or either just got a fold out table. Um I don't know how wide the table is, probably like say about 70 inches. More like a 70-inch by 20-inch, 70-inch by 30-inch table. It used to be like $30, or no, about $40. Now it's 50. But anyway, let me go back to the video. I'm just letting you know what's going on in my neck of the woods, my side of town, about what inflation looking like over here.
it's going to go to 100% or 150% over the next 2 to 3 years. Here's exactly how I've came to this conclusion and why I believe that this is, in fact, and unfortunately, where we are headed. Right now, we're seeing a couple of unique things happen. We're seeing this Fed coin that's going to be coming to the economy, to America, in 2023. And this Fed coin is going to enable them to make direct, instant payments to you. If you remember the stimulus payments, they issued 3 of these stimulus payments. Many people waited a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks for the check to come in the mail, right? Some people got direct deposit, but some people, a lot of people, can't wait. Gas is too expensive. Food is too expensive. They need the money now. And so if they bring out this Fed coin and they say, you know what, we're able to make this payment to you directly, just download the app, put in your information, and the money will be available instantly. How many people of that 225 million group would download the app? I would have bet 50, 60, 70, 80%, right? A huge number.
Yeah, especially if they hungry. Especially what is that when this come around right here. That Fed coin. How you gonna get that Fed? How you gonna hold on to that Fed coin with your cell phone? Psh, I don't think so. Or they gonna give you a piece of plastic like a credit card or a debit card? No, I don't think so. It's gonna have to be something that's gonna be permanent to be put in you. And as you can see, that's highlighted on the right side of the screen. Yeah, you got that. It keep flashing. That.
Will instantly download. It's just another app on their phone in their eyes. Right? They're just going to download the app, and then what's ultimately going to happen is that we're going to see a couple unique things happen. We're going to see more money in the system and more money fighting over the same amount of goods. Generally, that means prices going up. And as that's happening, gas prices are going to be rising. And as gas prices rise...
That's why I seen a video with, I didn't click on it, but it's something to do with California, talking about some issuing out, want to issue out stimulus checks to against fight against inflation. That was one of the reasons why we have inflation, because those stimulus checks. But you know what? Either way it goes, they can make it. You know, they can have had like inflation happen regardless, out of nowhere. They ain't have to have no reason. They could just make it happen. Cause hell, they control the value of the dollar, and people will go along with it. I bet you people will go along with it. Just like believing in the CV-19 and the monkey P and shit and all the mutations and what put your face mask on is gonna save your life, but actually restricting you from breathing. You're breathing in your own your funk, your bad breath. But yeah, I mean people gullible.
Transportation costs rise, right? And as that happens, Jerome Powell's going to be increasing interest rates to quote unquote combat inflation. So as that happens, a couple things happen on the sidelines. One is that consumers have less money, right? Because the cost to service debt is more expensive. Credit cards get more expensive. Auto loans get more expensive. Personal loans get more expensive. Anything on adjustable rates get more expensive, right? This is going to really tamper the everyday consumer during this period. And small business owners and medium-sized business owners and all business owners, they have less liquidity available because the cost to borrow money is more expensive, right? And so you have a worse off consumer and a worse off business owner as we step forward into this inflationary environment and we're walking into this Fed coin scenario, right? This is why I believe that without doubt, inflation is going to get out of control over the next couple of years, right? And I share this, I talk about personal finance, real estate, business, and money on this channel. Share this so people can make smart investments and plan ahead because the world's going to get crazy, it's going to get expensive, and it's up to us to be, smart and responsible.
Yeah, I mean, the people that just have no clue about what's going on, it's starting to kick in that things are getting more expensive. And then they want to look in and find out why. And when it's too late, now everything's gotten to be what it like say a bag of daggone dog food that's now used to be 50 pounds, now it's 45 pounds, and they charge you $40 when it used to be $25. Now, since it's $40, now it's daggone $100 for that bag. The $200 for that bag. And then shit, you might as well hang it up by that time. There's no need to put no more price tags, change the price tag out for any item because now everything has been like it's 10, 20 times more than what it used to be worth. Yep. Anyway, back to the video.
Based on the current facts of what we know, what they've said, and the data. Right? This is all factual evidence. We can all look it up. This is what's going on, and I'll leave this in the show notes below. Prices in the U.S. are soaring at the fastest pace since 1981, and it's the Federal Reserve's job to slow down the rally. Now take a look at this. Before I even jump into this, San Francisco, April 28th, right? Global income coin. This isn't the Fed coin, but a crypto nonprofit company secured $2 million to fund a new cryptocurrency that ultimately will provide a universal basic income of $1 a day to any person in the world, right? This, in fact, is going to be coming here for sure. This universal basic income. We're already seeing it everywhere.
But China, number one. China, like the number one. Sweden, one of them. Hell, America, yay. Coming to the United States, or Babylon the Great.
Happening all over the world. Universal basic income, 41 different cities and states. California bill will give $1,000 a month in basic income. This is where we're going to be moving. So the problem is the people that are kind of ignoring it or not paying attention to it or barely making it right now, they need to really, really kind of understand where the world's going. If they don't want to be a part of that, then they really have to get so high above financially to where they have that flexibility that they can afford to spend $12 or $14 on a gallon of milk, or they can afford to go spend $10 or $12 on a carton of eggs. They can afford this, right? Car insurance might be $600-700. Everything's going to be going up. So as long as they have the money to back this up, then they can buy the options for at least the foreseeable future. But I'm telling you, the more expensive the world gets, the more people are going to have no choice but to download the app. That's where this is all headed. They act as if they can control.
Or download the app or take the CHIP implant. That'd be your that'd be your only option. Well, no, it ain't your only option. When you in the know and you know what's going on, and you got someone to fall back on, not something, but somebody to fall back on. That's spiritual. You got Yahweh Shema Shai. You pray the Lord stay on your side. I don't know the best way to say it, how to say it, but that's all I can say. Cause when they implement this shit, there's gonna be some stuff, challenges we gonna go through. And me, I don't know. But hey, we all got to walk our own path. Or really our path ain't our goings anyways of the Lord's.
Control inflation, tame inflation. There's
But we gotta make our decision. Yeah.
no way. There's absolutely.
Well, I don't know. I'll take that back. I don't know. All I know is don't take that RFID CHIP implant. It's easier said than done. We just got to see and pray.
Absolutely no way. You know they increased.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play this too long. But anyway, they go to the name of the video, the title of the video, and they go to the name of the channel. I'm gonna get the second Ezra's. Let me see. Second Ezra's 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as a scourges for amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges. Yep, and so speaking of you Israelites, you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, and you speckled birds or Israelite foreigners, for the ones who ain't listening, who don't care about what the prophet's saying, what the mouthpiece of the Lord is, what they're saying through the videos and doing they lessons or teaching and preaching out in the streets. If you ain't hawking the words of Yahweh Shema Shah that's in the scriptures, then, well, you've been warned. That's all I gotta say. You've been warned. And behold, visuals shall be good and cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, which these people think they're in good case. What they doing today? Now what are the 2/3 out there still stuck in Farley and doing all kinds of nigga shit. One guy got put to death a couple days ago on live Facebook, got blasted away talking smack or something. I don't know, but the Lord pretty much he was doing some wickedness anyway, and the Lord that don't smoked his ass. Drive-by shooting. Somebody did a drive-by shooting on him on Facebook Live, and there he go. And you got women out there doing all these stupid challenges. Pretty much everybody doing all these stupid challenges. I'm like, for what? But anyway, let's get back to the scriptures. Um, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and other that escapes the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung or doo-doo. That'd be like doo-doo. And they shall be no man to comfort them. Yeah, there ain't gonna be no comfort. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be the love of many gonna wax cold, pretty much. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth or sow it. Yep, definitely, especially when you got to till the earth and sow it. The farmers out there, that shit, they getting paid. Insurance companies paying farmers to stop planting, and then plus diesel diesel fuel shortage, supposedly a shortage, but they really just putting a stoppage on the production of diesel, and then stoppage on oil, Rotella, death, But when it comes to farm equipment, I don't know if they use DEF now on farm equipment, which would be, stupid. But either way it goes, with lack of diesel and a lack of rotella for the farm equipment, ain't nothing moving. Nobody, no man, nobody gonna be using the old oil for a year or two. No, they need refresh oil and refresh filters. If they don't, the engine's gonna lock up eventually. But yeah, man, it's coming. I mean, shit, it's already here, but it's not final yet. When you ain't gonna be able to get anything. Let's get to the next video. What is this? Popular preparedness.
Hey Google, what's this song?
Damn, that easy. Look at that folly. Let's look at all that folly. Shit. So you can just hum to Google, and then Google will be like, "Oh, I know what it is."
Hey everyone, let's talk about coolers at supermarkets, particularly at Walmarts out there. One of our subscribers here, Tina K, pulled together a list of things being reported on the Facebooks about Walmarts having coolers down or freezers down, and it's a long list. Then I was able to go through comment section, do some kind of searches through comments and on this channel, and found more. We just have, right now I have right in front of me 22 Walmarts having reports within the last month of coolers being down. Coolers or freezers, or coolers and freezers. And this is just, it's not like a cooler down. It's all of their coolers down. I don't know how that works. Does that mean like they're all on the same circuit and they flipped the switch, or a switch got...
Ain't funny that 4th of July coming up, and that's another thing too. People focusing on. I just thought of people focusing on spending their money on fireworks and food, and I mean, nothing wrong getting some food, but damn, you getting food that's gonna be for just that day. You know what I'm saying? I be like, and you hearing a lot. I'm hearing a lot of 4th of July events being canceled for whatever reason. I'm like, good. Close that bitch down. End all that shit. Cancel that shit. Make them folks go boo hoo hoo. Stay their ass at home. But no, that spirit in them to celebrate the 4th of July. This is just nothing but a lie. And shit, Lord, just see this shit more and more. These folks, no matter all the destruction, they say they praying to the Lord to keep this going, and you praying on the Lord for the wrong things, you damn dummies. Hold on, what they said? Well, I don't see anything on the news. They had this pop up talking about some all coolers and freezers down. Walmart is ready. We're doing. This is January, not January, June the 7th. Oh, this is 2001. Okay. But they ain't talking about now? I don't know.
Triggered, because I mean, I can understand like individual coolers going out, but when we're hearing dozens of reports of whole banks of coolers going out, because I mean, you're seeing like the lunch meat sections, you're seeing cheese sections, you're seeing the dairy section, all of those sections all going out. All the ones.
And this from last year. And they said all cool. This is last year talking about all coolers and freezers down. How can they be down when they still got stuff in here? Nah, thing it ain't down. They just they working. Oh, they may not. They might be at down. What I mean, they purposely cut them down, all of them. But that's just an old picture from last year. I thought it'd be recent. Let me dig a little deeper. Which they probably DuckDuckGo ain't gonna have anything. Uh, yeah, news. I could type in out of service. Out of service. this.
Aisle, all the ones along the wall. And we're seeing this from store after store after store after store after store.
And there was a video showed in, what was it? I don't know. I think it was in my second channel or this channel. I'm about to post this video on. Yeah, I'm not posting anything else on the 1.0 channel, but just the 2.0 because I got too many strikes. Even though they took me off of YouTube jail on the first channel, but shit, I'm still not gonna post anything up there yet. But yeah, I had a video. I think it's on the second channel about one guy was filming the Walmart where they're at in their location. And they had everything yellow tape. They was just moving stuff out the coolers, the freezers. They even had the orange juice and the eggs and the milk yellow tape, so nobody won't get in. And they saying they throwing away all that stuff. And then somebody said that they were renovating. You're renovating? What are they doing? They gonna get rid of the old freezers and coolers? Or they relocating them somewhere else in the store? I'm like, that don't make sense. Once it's there, they was set up. They planned the coolers and freezers to be there for a reason, because that's the best spot to be at. But anyway, and the only spot to be at. But let me get back to the video.
How are they all linked? And if it's just like a power to the store goes out, then why aren't the freezers in a lot of these cases? A lot of these cases, it's just the coolers. I don't have answers to this, so if you guys either work at a Walmart or you have knowledge of this, of what's going on. Now, there are 4,700 stores out there. I get that. 4,700 Walmarts out there across the United States. But we're getting a ridiculous amount of reports of stores having their whole cooler banks go down. And then them throwing out all of the food. Now, I understand why, if your coolers go down, why you have to throw out all the food.
And they sound here. Hold on. Teen Vogue? Hold on, wait, is it Teen Vogue doing articles like this? Teen Vogue? Teen Vogue. Teeny Bopper Vogue. I guess so. I didn't think they'd do articles like this. Well, of course, they'll push this shit. Oh man, the little, he ain't no kid no more. But damn child stars, now they ain't child stars and this slut. What the fuck is this? Anyway, let me get out of here with Teen Vogue. I mean, where I'm at. Let's get out of here. And her old ass. Why is there a shortage on, what is this? Like hot sauce? No, it's some no, it's some Chinese sauce or something. I don't know how you can pronounce that junk, but shortage, drought. And hell, you making an article just on this shit? Drought is causing food shortage. No, it ain't just drought. It ain't just drought. Shit, there's a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why. And him, he just taking orders. It ain't just his fault, but he's just taking orders from his masters. But of course, this nigga here would say it's Putin that did it. It's Putin's fault. Yeah. I'm surprised Teen Vogue would do an article about food shortages, but they ain't really saying much. They talking about some damn sauce. But yeah, natural disasters play a factor. But it's beyond that. Let's go back to that video. It's beyond that. All this food, this food shortage is controlled by the wicked elite. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. But he's not white, he's red all over. And you got other heathen nations playing the same game as Esau Edom, from Moab to Ammon to whoever, whatever. They creating these old so they can hoard up food for themselves when the shit go down, and either just make people get down, fall to their knees and begging on their knees for food, make people weak, and it's all about control. Everything they, from the food, the money, the water, everything is damn near everything we consume. We at need of that's a necessity. Money ain't really no necessity. Hell, if you had a plot of land, you able to grow your own food. You all good. You have some cattle, enough cattle to be able to populate, enough to hold you down. And ultimately, you need Yahweh by Shema Shah. But all those other stuff, land, cattle, vegetation, land, all that's money right there. But all that necessities, they cutting this shit out. And they want us to be begging for the government to help them, or the powers that be to help. Yep. I hate to say government, like they're the ones controlling shit. You got government that's controlling the government.
I don't like it. You don't like it. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. Rather that they donate it, possibly if they can. But if it's unsafe, and insurance, if the insurance is only reimbursing if you dispose of it, then is it really the store's fault or is it more the insurance? We won't get into all of that. We don't like it, but when the coolers go down, obviously that exposes the food to being at risk of contamination or breeding bacterias or whatever. So I don't want to read through this whole list, but let me just...
Yeah, I don't want to play this whole video, but if you feel like watching the rest of it, there go to the name of the title of the video, and there go the name of the channel. Let's get to the last one. Cause yeah, man, they doing all kinds of weird stuff that's unexplainable. They give you a lame reason about, like, say Walmart. Say 22 reports of Walmart coolers breaking overnight across the USA in the last month. All the food being dumped. I'm reading this area and where I'm at. All the food being dumped out in the food. I mean, in a food shortage and being left with empty shelves. Why is this happening? Is it fake or a maintenance issue? Eh, we never know. Well, shit, we do know it's fake. Pretty much it's orchestrated. And some things are organic. Certain events that's happened just like natural disasters. But then again, Esau Edom got his little technology to create a what is it, a drought. But then again, it's still the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah that's creating these droughts. And you know what? I don't even think his technology, like, weather modifications are really doing anything. It's just the angels. The Lord used the angels to create these crazy storms, and that's it. They just make the heathen think they're doing something. That's what I believe. I don't believe that Esau can control the weather or make it rain, make it storm, make a hurricane from one side, come up, bring it over here. I don't think they're doing that. I think the chariots, ultimately the angels doing all that. They just want to make it seem like Esau Edom is doing that, or these heathens are doing all that work. But yeah, man, what I was gonna get to, because this is all food related, and the more disruptions of food from anything that's meat, dairy, the dry goods, canned goods, water, anything you buy at the store, eggs, shoot, they trying to get rid of, and they trying to starve us out. But hey, you're an Israelite, man. You got faith in Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Only the Lord can deliver you from all these famine and sword and pestilence. Only Yahweh Shema Shah can deliver you out of this. But everybody else, especially if you're an Israelite of two-thirds, I don't know about you, bro. Because you ain't listened to the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, heard the prophet speak. You didn't care, or either you ignored. And for you heathens, there's no hope for you. There's no hope for you. Where I'm at, I'm supposed to be going to famine of the word. Yep, there's no hope for you. Yeah, where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, here we go. Let's just start with my first scripture. Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 16, and I will send upon them the evil arrows of famine. And this is coming from the Lord's mouth. This is coming from the Lord's mouth. And he's the one that's bringing the famine. Not man. He controlled man to do these things. Like I said, which, no, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you. And I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. Oh, that sounds like a loving God there. But he's only loving when it comes to his elect. But for the 2/3 and the heathen nations, oh no, no, no. Especially he has some love for he have love for the 2/3, but they got to get their ass spanked because they disobeyed, and like we all disobeyed, but we turn like the small remnant is turning back to Yahweh Bashim Abishad. They turning back and begging for forgiveness and mercy, but the 2/3 they don't give a shit. They like we gonna keep doing what we want to do. Lord gonna forgive us. Yeah, he gonna forgive you after he kill your ass. But the heathens, like you so-called whites, Chinese, Japanese, you true Africans, um, you Arabs and whoever, whatever, all you niggas, hey, you gonna get a piece of that judgment. Especially you getting it right now overseas in your own homeland, like in Sri Lanka. These folks feeling that shit over there in Sri Lanka. What else going on in other worlds? I don't know. Sri Lanka. Yeah, cause y'all been from either this life or the past life, and the past life from generation to generation, whatever y'all been how you say it, before you was reincarnated in this time, in the past lifetime, you've been shitting on the Israelites. You've been oppressing the Israelites. You know, you murdered the Israelites. And of course, there been some Israelites doing the same thing with their own, but shit. All this destruction in your own homelands, your own countries, that's for y'all. Especially being heathens, worshiping false gods and idols and such, and doing abominable acts. Hell, y'all gonna get fucked up too for that. But ultimately, how y'all oppress and beat on the Israelites, the Lord gonna get y'all for that. You know, there ain't no running away. There's no hiding. Anyway, let's get to the next video. Enough of my ranting. Um, but it's the truth. It's not an opinion. It's the truth. Anyway, Russia President Putin denies hitting shopping mall in Ukraine's whatever you call that city with missiles. Yeah, of course. I mean, I said it too. I was like, man, everything is about Russia. Everything is about Putin. It's Russia and Putin's fault. Everything is, it's all their fault. But it doesn't mean that he gets a break, because he's a devil too, just like all the rest of these heathens or these Edomites.
This game, you're not ready for it.
All right, those, of course, were live visuals that were being beamed out from the Manila, where the Philippines is all set to get a new top leader. It is Marcos Jr., who's, of course, making a return to the top office in the Philippines. We'll get you the updates as they unfold in Manila, but for the time being, let's now shift our attention to what is happening in Ukraine, where amidst the fog of war, claims and counterclaims are flying thick and fast between Ukraine and Russia. And now the Russian President Vladimir Putin is refuting claims of having targeted a mall in Ukraine's Kremenchuk area. Remember, at least about 18,000 people were killed in this attack, and Putin has said that the country's army did not strike any civilian targets. Listen in.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? They're not no threat, you know? I said it before in my last video when that first happened, that shopping mall. Why try to shoot up a shopping mall? Why blow up a shopping mall or some other shit? That's not a threat. It's not military. It's not a good strategy. Waste your missiles on blowing up shit that has nothing to do with war. Like, really. You got to hit some kind of military base, you know what I'm saying? Air base, manufacturing facility plant that produces ammunition or tanks and such. That's best, to hit, you know.
And
But when it comes to the, his cousins, shit, the motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. They'll orchestrate, blow up anything just to make it seem like, but anyway.
По каким гражданским объектам российская армия ударов не носит? Нет необходимости. У нас есть все возможности для того, чтобы определить, что где находится, и при наличии современного высокоточного оружия большой дальности мы достигаем этих целей. Но в деталях я, конечно, узнаю, когда вернусь в Москву.
Now, the remarks have come after Kiev accused Moscow of unleashing its missiles on a mall that was full of people on Monday. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had even called Russia a terror state during his address at the United Nations summit.
There was a mall, 18 people was over there. Well, I guess that mall was dead as hell. But that's why I wanted the death count would have been higher than that if it was a mall. But yeah, it's just like over here in America. It ain't that many people here because nobody ain't trying to go shopping. Either they'll be there to hang out, but there ain't really no shopping going on.
Ми маємо всі докази того, що роблять російські військові.
I forgot what the hell they said about this symbol. What that shit supposed to be? Something occulted or I can't remember. But I know they be having these damn Nazi symbols like the black sun symbol look like a damn a maze or something. Yeah. And they showing you who they are. All these fucking symbols. What does Israel have as a symbol? When I ain't talking about the state of Israel, I'm talking about you Hebrew Israelites. We don't have the nation of Israel. We don't have really a symbol. Now, we might have some like stones that represents each tribe. Stones and jewels. Yeah. But anyway, let me go on and play the video.
Проти наших людей. Сьогодні я хочу завершити це звернення одним з таких доказів, щоб ніхто не смів обманювати щодо ракетного удару по торговельному.
Damn, that nigga reading off the script. You can see his eyeballs dripped off, looking on somewhere. He looking off somewhere. Damn actor.
Центру в Кременчуці. Російська ракета ударила саме по цьому об'єкту. Ціле спрямовано. Очевидно, що такий був наказ. Очевидно, що такі.
Now, the remarks made at the NATO summit seem to have irked Moscow. Russia has pressed on with its offensive in eastern Ukraine after NATO branded Moscow the biggest direct threat to Western security. It has agreed to plans to modernize Kiev's beleaguered armed forces.
Increased readiness and stronger.
А это средство для защиты своих собственных интересов. То есть руками украинцев, руками украинского народа, натовцы и ведущие страны НАТО просто хотят самоутвердиться дополнительно, утвердить свою роль в мире, подтвердить не лидерство, а свой гегемонизм в прямом смысле этого слова, свои имперские амбиции. Вот.
Meanwhile, Russia has intensified its attacks in eastern Ukraine. The Ukrainian authorities claim that they are trying to evacuate residents from the frontline eastern city of Lysychansk, which is currently the focus of Russia's attacks, where about 15,000 people are under relentless shelling. Amidst the heavy shelling, Putin has said, and I quote, Russia's special military operation in Ukraine is going according to the plan.
И работа идет спокойно, ритмично. Ну, как вы видите, войска двигаются и достигают тех рубежей, которые ставятся в качестве задачи на определенном этапе этой боевой работы. Все идет по плану, так что по срокам не надо говорить, и я никогда об этом не говорю, потому что это же жизнь, это реальные вещи. Подгонять под какие-то сроки – это неправильно.
Meanwhile, Ukraine on Wednesday carried out its biggest exchange of prisoners of war, securing the release of about 144 of its soldiers, including 95 who defended Mariupol steel workers. And Ukraine's military intelligence agency claims that the majority of these Ukrainians were badly wounded, suffering from gunshot shrapnel wounds, blast traumas, burns, fractured bones, and also amputated limbs.
Yeah, they've been getting their asses whooped. to this last scripture. It's the Second Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 8. And then then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him, even him whose coming is after the work of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, which all that shit is nothing but a damn lie. And this whole war is what they talk about. The reason why they having this war is nothing but a lie, and these people just stuck in the delusion. I mean, it's all about resources, pretty much just global power. But really, the same people are ruling over this place. Edomites, they still ruling over this place. They can make Moab look like he's the top dog, but really Esau really is ruling still over everybody. But soon the Lord comes, he gonna jack these niggas up, man, and take this shit back by force. And it won't even take much, and it won't take long. But yeah, that they all might be damned, who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Yep, yep. The Lord got a lot of these people that believe in all this shit and want to support Ukraine, but Ukraine is bad guys too. There are no good guys when it comes to these niggas fighting each other. They're all bad. All these nations, they're all on poison the earth, blaspheming the name of the Lord, shitting on Israel. And I ain't talking about the motherfuckers who living over there in the state of Israel. I'm talking about the Israelites, Israel, Jerusalem. You know, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds. Yeah, you speckled birds, you don't think you get away with it. Get away because you might look like them shit. You might get shitted on too, because the Lord can have it set up where you get shitted on as well. And you be wondering, why am I being treated this way? Maybe because you're an Israelite and they hate your spirit. And then again, they might love your spirit because you're wicked, just like these heathens. But hey, man, enough said. This video got too long. I hate to leave on out of here. I don't know if I'm gonna come out with another one, but I don't know. But I just want to say to all the men out there teaching and preaching in His truth in the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, keep the faith strong, and keep the faith strong, and put your trust, keep pushing. And for the women out there, keep the faith strong, and keep believing in Yahweh Shema Shah, and stay in order with your man. If you ain't got a man, stay in order with Yahweh Shema Shah. Um, Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah. Shalom.